Guys have been putting a lot of hard work. Obviously, 2 tough games on the road, winnable games. Really challenge the guys tonight to just find a way to continue to get better in all areas. Not dwell in the past, focus on tonight as another opportunity to just get better. I'm proud of the guys. Game gets tight in the fourth quarter. Guys come up with big plays. Obviously, plenty of things we can still do better. Execution on both ends, rebounds here, just being solid defensively. But overall, we put ourselves in another position to win a ball game. We came through, kind of a funky start to the game. It's 3 and 4 back to back. It's actually the first time I kind of felt our guys were a little slow to get going, but our bench was huge tonight for us. Not just the scoring, the production, but we were kind of settling for a lot of shots early. Bench comes in, starts getting our pace going. Real big emphasis on getting a piece of the paint is our motto. Those guys did a heck of a job, started knocking down some threes, but getting a piece of the paint. And then when our starting unit started coming back into the game with our subs, they kind of just picked up on that. So the momentum was great. Our bench was huge for us tonight. Super proud of them. And then super proud of the group to, find a way in the fourth quarter to come out with a win.
Question?
Hey, Coach, it was the first back-to-back for Ja and Brandon. What did you think of their performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought they were good. I mean, like most of our guys, it took a while for us to kind of find our legs. I know Ja didn't have the scoring night. A lot of pressure is put on him, with their switching defense. And, it took him a while to get in the game, but I felt like he came up with some big plays defensively late in the game, big-time rebound that really sparked a run for us. And then Brandon, I thought it took him a couple possessions, but, he got going, hitting some floaters, coming over, getting some big rebounds. It was a tough one for us all night for all of our guys, but to see them in their first, pretty much back-to-back, really impressed, and, we'll see it plenty more times the rest of the year.
Coach, we've seen you slot D'Anthony, Melton, and Grayson Allen at the 2 and the 3. What about their game kind of allows you to offset the lack of size at the wing right there?
Yeah, I mean, it always starts just with, what's on the inside, their competitors. So got the ultimate faith that those guys are going to go out there, play hard, especially on the defensive end. Guys that can guard multiple positions, whether we're, on our normal coverages or we start switching. I got confidence in that. Those guys were huge for us, with our activity defensively. And then offensively, guys, especially Grayson, a guy that can really get downhill, make threes. So being able to attack at both levels there. And then D'Anthony, another guy, another ball handler that you have trust in. Where if they're trying to take Ja away or take Tyus away, you got another facilitator out there. He's learning and growing, especially as we're seeing multiple coverages. But the faith in those guys to go out and compete and kind of really help solidify our second unit. It's been fun to watch their growth.
Coach Jaren seemed to be very locked in and disciplined on defense. What was your opinion of his performance tonight?
I mean, unbelievable block shots, rebounds, deflections. We have him in positions where he's got to man the paint. I thought he did a heck of a job contesting at the rim, not really fouling, coming up with some big rebounds. It's huge. I keep hammering with him, defense. This was obviously one of his best performances. The block shots were huge. They were timely blocks. So to see him engage there, especially after, what we've gone through the last 2 games where kind of defense, we just got to lock in, and he did it for, whatever he played tonight. But for the entire game, he was locked in, as you said, and that's really impressive to see from him.
Coach, what can you say about Tyus' performances tonight?
I mean, Tyus was awesome. Him alongside everyone on our bench was huge for us tonight. Obviously, he knocked down some big shots, but, what we really struggled with early in the game was playing at our pace, playing with our force. He got inside the paint. He was moving the ball around, especially against their switching defense. Was competing defensively. De'Aaron Fox, guards that can get downhill. I thought he accepted the challenge great. But, him alongside the rest of the guys that came off the bench really set a tone for us offensively. Really encouraged to see him let it fly with confidence from the three-point line. He had some big threes for us early. We needed those to kind of get some momentum built. But overall, just getting our pace, getting our force on offense, he was a huge cog in that.
Any final question? Last one, Anthony.
Coach, another good game for Grayson and his second game back from his injury. Just your thoughts on how he's been playing the last couple of games again.
Yeah, playing great. I mean, playing to his strengths. That's one thing he always does. Plays I don't want to use the word like necessarily simple, but he plays a very efficient game. You know, he's aggressive with his drive, especially in the full court. Had that huge dunk, but another one where he got to the foul line. I think you know, getting downhill, and then obviously, you know, taking appropriate threes when the ball's kicked out to him, just playing within himself, playing within the offense, and then defensively, you know, scrapping, you know, guarding, you know, switches or center fields or whatever we're in, doing a really good job one-on-one. But he's, you know, imposing his will a little bit with his physicality, his athleticism. You know, he's making an impact. So anytime we get guys, whether in the starting unit or off the bench, especially him, you know, just coming back from injury, making an impact on both ends, it's huge. So very encouraged where he's at, and I know he's only going to get better from here. Thanks, everyone.